What is up, everybody? It's going to look a little bit different again today. I'm working with a new camera, which is basically an old camera, but I thought this would be a little bit better for these type of videos, and I hope that is not a big problem for you guys. But today we're going to be looking back again at CHANGMIN with Max, of course, and his new video Devil. Now, this is supposed to be a darker themed video, and I'm very curious about what this video is about, like always, because the last video was very good, and some of you guys even said he has 20 years experience in acting and performances. So, man, this should be a very attractive video as well. And after the last video we saw, it's really good. Like always, if you have any recommendations on videos you want me to see next, then please just put them in the comments below. That's the best way for me to find out. And of course, if you like what you see, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe, because a lot of you guys are not. So guys, please do. Let's start with the video. Woo! There we go. Okay, let's go back again. So the first thing I notice is that all of these shots are in real locations, and on top of that, I like that they fade in and fade out. It just gives you the sense of that you can basically relax with the mind. You're getting ready for something is about to come. And I also heard that this has supposedly to have a dark theme, so again, we have a bit of a CGI element going on here. I wonder if everything here looks somehow CGI, because it looks like it came straight out of the game. But for what it is, the CGI is very clean. A little bit magical, you know? The first thing that I see here somehow is Taemin with Idea, and that's only because of the text a little bit, but also of the location. It could be that it's actually the same location, you know? We see a lot of trees with not a lot of branches, and it seems very similar to where Taemin actually filmed with Idea. Very nice with the lit up eyes. Again, you cannot see him too much. You see that there is a figure there, but the eyes just make it a little bit more eerie. Very interesting how it became, or it started basically with something that seemed very much like the theme of Vikings. I don't know if you guys know it, but let me play it a little bit. And this theme is actually very nice, you know, it's very soothing, if I can say so. And then all of a sudden it adds a little bit of sass to it, if I can say so, a little bit more melody to it, which is very nice. More or less the talent of his voice. Very dark themed, actually. They were not lying at all on how dark it actually is. Like, this video is very dark. That was a really creative shot, actually. Like, nothing too crazy. But I first thought, okay, we're actually looking at him. But then I see that he's also basically standing on himself. So they have overlaid two videos on top of each other. It's just playing with the perspective, but it does a lot for the video, actually. Oh, that transformation from black to white. That was a bit of a surprise. It took me a little, you know, a little bit of eye pressure, you know, to get used to it. Because you're like, oh my god, that is a real big difference. So just let it rain. The one thing that I notice with this MV generally is that it's very hard to film. To film in a place that is very dark with minimal lighting is just very difficult, especially for cameras. It doesn't matter how expensive your camera is, it's always going to be a challenge. And you can see that there's a lot of grain basically in the video. That is because it is filmed in the dark, but I'm happy they kept it in. It really just shows some rough sides to the video, and it just makes it that little bit much better, you know? Very theatrical, but it's very, ooh, that is super, super nice. Let's have a look at that. So this element is real, so it's not just something that's made in CGI. And I love the way it spins, and basically while it spins, the rope closes up as if it's just tightening up a little bit. Very Very cool, actually. I love these kind of constructions. Whoever built this, hats off to you. It's stunning, it's pleasing to the eyes, and it fits the scene as well. That's rough, as if he's, if you get in there, it looks like a snare trap, and you're just gonna die. Very nice. And what I also like about it is that depending on the way it's twisted, it gets more tighter or more loose. It's a very dynamic tool, if I can say so, on set, but I like it. I like it for what that does. And it's always great when you build something on a set that it just becomes dynamic, that you can use it for multiple purposes. And they really did well here. Oh, you can see there how much it just tightens up. Let's have a look again. You can see that it's spinning, and you can see that it basically tightens up here completely. Really, really nice. And on top of that, it's also interactive, so he can actually feel more or less where he's standing. It always just gives a bit more of a oomph to the video. It gives more of an emotion to where he could maybe put his mind. It's nice. So just let it rain, rain down on me. Again, very nice with the lighting here. I didn't even know that they had lights here, but you can see that they have spotlights there in the background, and they interact more or less with the choreography and the music. Small things like that are fantastic, and it just adds a bit more dimension to this scene as well. Look at that. I mean, that shot itself is, let's see if we can pick it up actually. This just looks great. This is something that you could print out and put as a poster. It just looks very stunning and pleasing to the eyes. Really cool here actually to see how they filmed all of this. I mean, if you talk about the angles and the camera stuff and the light angles, it's not that complicated for what it is. A lot of the shots are from the front or from the top, but what I like is just that there's so many dimensions added to it. I mean, for this shot, for example, I don't know if they filmed this with a drone. It could be just a camera set up really high, but it's just very pleasing. You do not see many shots like this, and they're just nice to look at. It just looks as if you're looking from a bird's point of view. You're trying to keep the creativity flowing, and they did a really good job here. I wonder if or how they did this, but I can imagine that this is actually all just a real piece of the set, and they put a spotlight into it, but it looks cool, doesn't it? I mean, guys, give it some credit. I mean, for a set, I don't even know whether they filmed this in a real location or not, but I'm curious how they made the background so white. Did they maybe film on a very misty day and add a lot of light in the background, or is this all in the studio and they just added a lot of mist to it? I'm curious to what you guys actually think. Maybe there's going to be a behind the scenes and we can watch that all together as well. Okay, this is CGI for sure. I don't know why, but I have a feeling as if this is going to be a song that can be sang in churches. It gives me a bit of a weird feeling, but what do you guys think? A little bit of a gospel feel to it. Great transition. Great handheld shots here as well of the camera. That's the one thing that I like about his videos so far, is that a lot of the shots are all gimbalized or they're handheld, which is nice because I always think that human touch to holding a camera is very nice. It adds just a bit of more touch to the video actually. It just adds a bit more emotion, a little bit more feeling as if a human interacted with the camera setup and how everything was filmed. It's just nicer for a videographer to see this actually. This is most likely a crane shot because, hey, it's going upwards, but at the same time, it shows a very nice revealing shot here, actually. It's very pleasing to look at. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe it would have been cool as well if they actually shot in this location. I don't know what it actually is, but they really left this out. And it's the one part I don't get. Maybe this is going to be to a second video, actually. Let's actually watch till the end. Maybe there's going to be a bit of a spoiler. Devil. Maybe it's just me, okay? And again, I have to go back to the scene. It would have been cool if we saw maybe something from the devil, something more with the red eyes. We saw it at the beginning, we saw it at the end. Maybe just a little bit more during the video, because I lost the track of what the name of the video was actually, you know, devil. But at the beginning, I got the idea of it, now at the end as well. But maybe a little bit more in the middle of the video would have helped here. Maybe the animal should have appeared again, that deer with the red eyes, something, you know, just to give a little bit of a hint again to, you know, keep the mind going, because it seems as if the beginning and the end are a little bit different to the entire main part of the video. So that is my only concern in this video. I mean, what do you guys actually think? I'm a little bit curious about what you think about the title and if it actually fits to the main part of the video or not. Maybe it's just me thinking a bit crazy. I mean, from my point of view, I really think this video is quite alright. I'm not going to say this is the best video I ever saw. I'm not going to say that it's magically great, but it's quite safe and it actually looks very nice. I mean, the color tones are very nice. They're contrasting. When we look at the set design, when we look at the clothing, it's very just, you know, it knows how to make sure that it says what stands out. It knows what elements need to stand out and what doesn't, and that is something great. I mean, for here, for example, we saw Max wearing blue, and that makes sense. You know, you need to make sure that he stands out from the rest of the crew, and it really helped. I'm very curious though whether all of this is filmed in set or if this has been filmed in a real location. I need to see the behind the scenes for some of the location, because I'm really curious if this is a studio or not, and we need to find that out together. But for now, guys, I want to thank you all for watching this episode with Max, Changmin, and Devil. If you did enjoy the video, like always, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you subscribed, and I'll see you on the next video. And oh yeah, don't forget to put your recommendations down below on what you're going to review next, because you guys always have great suggestions, and I'll see you then.